So, my replacement just showed up at my house? I was fired from a job at the beginning of October. Largely because I have to get my kid on the bus. But not the point here. This afternoon, the guy that was hired to replace me showed up at my door and asked to talk to me about my experience with that company. I told him my actual feelings. They screwed me over. And the manager was a micromanaging ass. My concern, though, is, how the fuck did he find out where I live? I've never met the guy before. And he did say that he had my old phone and laptop. But I reset and wiped those. I know I reset my phone to factory. And logged out of all accounts on the laptop. Regardless, IT should have removed all traces of me from that equipment. Right? I'm still on good terms with the branch manager that hired me. And lives down the street. Should I tell him? Should I talk to a lawyer? The guy was perfectly nice. And I don't want to screw him over. He did say he was likely going to quit them. But, I mean, what the hell? Didn't you ask him how he knew where you lived? Now the trick is to find his address, show up at his house and ask him where you got your info from. So your last name and first name was nowhere to be found around the office? Simple search and bam, you have an address. It's simple. If you own or are buying a home, your address is public knowledge. A few things. Google search, cloud account memory, or a county parcel viewer. I can explain the last one. If you're a property owner. In most states, the property taxes are public info. You can search a property by name. A lot of people don't know that. But there's still plenty who do. I can find out my neighbors' values and how much they pay in property taxes every year. I can use their parcel number to find the location on a map. Where I live, it's all through the county website. If you Google yourself, you'll probably find your address in 5 minutes. You should tell the hiring manager that someone was able to contact you at your house and you're concerned someone at the company is casually giving out people's personal information. To be honest, it's very easy to find information if you know someone's name and town of residence. There even used to be this big free book that had all that info in it, lol. If you own your home, it's public information who owns it. Could have asked co-workers who his replacement was. If they have your name, he could have looked you up. Hell, don't actual phone books still have addresses? Or did they do away with those? It isn't likely anything incriminating from old job op. But you could always call or email him and ask. You had a conversation with him. You could have just asked. Most people can be found via Google these days. Why did you open the door? Haven't since the late 90s. Why didn't you just ask him? Tax assessor's parcel info. No big deal. You're wild for opening the door to a stranger, lol. If I'm not expecting someone or a package, I'm not opening it. I'll peek through the window, and if I don't recognize you, I'm not home. That is kind of scary. Bro, I could find your personal email addresses, phone numbers, credit card companies you use, your most recent addresses, and all of the people you are associated with on a free-to-use website. In 5 minutes with just your name. I don't think it's that creepy. Dude probably wonder what the hell he just walked into and heard some stories and wondered if he could get a hold of you. Likely couldn't find your phone number online. Even though I think that would be easy to find. To send you a text. That's very odd. Any regular person would have just made a phone call, at least as a first step. Hey, has your old phone. Call him and ask him directly. Let him know you don't want your ex-employer disclosing private info about you unnecessarily. Then, if it was the business, post your experience with the company on some social media, Glassdoor, etc., and their lack of professionalism.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.